Thank you very much for staying with us on Mirror Now. Now, every time you think he's done surprising us all, he proves otherwise. That is the reason he's called King Kohli. Now, India versus Pakistan is a high-octane clash. But today, Virat Kohli has given fans yet another reason to love him. Not like we loved him any less. The class cricketer stepped up at a time the men in blue needed him the most, scoring an unbeaten knock of 122 runs in just 94 balls. Now, with his 47th century, the 34-year-old edged closer to Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar's record of 49 ODI centuries. Now, not only that, King Kohli also became only the fifth and the fastest batsman to score 13,000 runs in ODIs, taking only 267 innings to do so. Colombo also seems to be the favourite place for the King, as this is the fourth consecutive time Kohli has scored a century in the venue. With Kohli and KL Rahul scoring centuries, India sets a massive total of 357 for Pakistan and are in pole position to snatch victory over their rivals. Let me go across to my colleague Shrishti joining me on this top story. Shrishti, of course, there are many reasons to be smiling today for Indian cricket fans. Give us a quick sense of what all the fans are saying.
Well, definitely it's 356 over 2 wickets for India and it's raining. That's the sad news. Fans are waiting, but if we talk about King Kohli, he is just 2 shots away from his ODI centuries to beat Sachin Tendulkar's record. So, yes, definitely he has been in a wonderful form. Let's try and talk to a few fans over here. Sir, aap bataiye, it's raining. You must be excited for match, but how are you feeling right now? But also, both of them, KL Rahul as well as Virat Kohli, has achieved the century today, and a good score has been given as a target to the Pakistan team.
Definitely, it was a very good start, even yesterday also and today also. Today, the way KL Rahul and Kohli has started and they have taken ahead the game, it was definitely a wonderful on note. But all of a sudden, the rain has come today also, and definitely the play has stopped, and even our bowler has started their things well. Bumrah, or you can say Siraj, and even Hardik also. So, but unfortunately, rain has stopped the game, and again, the mood off has happened to all over the fans, and definitely for all of us.
Well, we are at Shivaji Park. I'll tell our viewers, and here the live screening is also going on, and people are watching the match and expecting that it should start a little early and they could enjoy the India versus Pakistan game. But sir, aap bataiye, how are you feeling about this match? It's raining. Of course, everyone is sad and the excitement has been a little dull right now. But what do you expect today?
Expect an India win. It is 100% sure that India win, and our bowlers are bowling very nicely, and they should perform because it's a World Cup is also coming now, and batting side also KL Rahul and Virat Kohli has performed. It's a good start for India, and as we are going to have the World Cup also, like I told you, there is a lot of competition in Indian team, and we can pray to God that it should not rain, but we are definitely going to win this match. It is very difficult for them to make a chase of 350 odd runs, what they are playing.
Thank you, sir. आप बताइए, फाइनल मैच जो है वो नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में होने वाला है. मुंबई क्रिकेट, सचिन, वानखेड़े, ये अलग इमोशन है. क्या बात करना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में, थोड़ा क्रिकेट के इमोशन के बारे में बात?
नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम में होएगा, हम लोग को बहुत खुशी है, लेकिन मैं मेरे पर्सनल लेवल से बोलूंगा कि अगर ये वानखेड़े में हो गई, क्योंकि क्रिकेट और वानखेड़े एक पहले से एक ये है, ऐसा मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसको, अलग एक रिश्ता है. तो मुझे एक ऐसा है कि अगर वानखेड़े में हुआ तो हम लोग को ज्यादा मजा आएगा, इसलिए वानखेड़े में हुआ हम लोग को चाहते थे सब लोग.
आज क्या एक्सपेक्ट करें और अच्छे रन्स, और इतने अच्छे रन्स जो बने हैं, और अभी फिलहाल मैच रुक गई है, डिले हो गया है थोड़ा, क्या आप रुकेंगे, पूरा वेट करेंगे मैच के लिए? अभी
नहीं, हम लोग तो पूरे मैच देख के ही जाएंगे अगर मैच चालू हो जाएंगे, और आई होप सो कि मैच जल्दी चालू हो जाएगी, क्योंकि बारिश भी अभी रुक गई है, हम लोग देख रहे टीवी पे, और हम लोग पूरा मैच देख के ही यहाँ से जाएंगे.
Thank you for connecting with us. So these are the voices from Mumbai, and as the person really mentioned that Wankhede, Mumbai is a completely different emotion, but yes, people are all excited for Virat Kohli's performance as well as KL Rahul's century, and the target which has been given to the Pakistani team, that is unachievable is what people are claiming, and they're happy about the fact that it's all out and we are going good with the form, but sad regarding the rains.
Right, Shrishti. Thank you very much for joining us with all those voices. Clearly, it is the spirit where all the fans, of course, would want India to clinch this one over Pakistan. We leave it at that, but we continue this conversation forward with Alan Sippy, former cricketer, joining me live on the broadcast. Alan, appreciate you taking the time out and joining us here on Nation tonight. Let me begin by asking you this. This is absolutely not surprising as far as Virat Kohli and his performance is concerned. The reason why I also say that is because, when I was listening to a few reactions, it's not just Indian cricket fans are always happy when they see him. In fact, even Pakistan, cricket fans were talking about how it's an absolute pleasure to watch him bat the way he does.
Extremely well put. You've actually summed it up. You started off by calling him King Kohli, and then you said every time the nation starts to doubt this guy, he comes out on top. You see, this, besides, I'll come to the cricket part of Mr. Kohli straight away. But before that, I want to tell you about this, why you mentioned about Pakistan, the people of Pakistan like him, and other countries like England and Australia love him. There are many reasons. One of the main reasons is this person, Virat Kohli, conducts himself so well on the field, and off the field is a wonderful gentleman. He's an extremely polite man, very well behaved, wonderful human being to know. And that is the reason that people take to him. The Pakistanis love him because even though he's a mega, I'm talking about a huge superstar, yet he's still, he's down to earth with the younger players of the opposition team. He's helping the Bangladesh boys. He's helping the Pakistan boys. So he's absolutely well-liked universally all over the world, not just because of the cricket, but off the field. Because off the field is an important part how you handle yourself. If you look at Tendulkar's history, he was brilliant on the field, but he was even better off the field. This is exactly what King Kohli is doing. He's playing wonderful cricket, but he's also giving people pleasure on and off the field.
Alan, as you pointed out, there was a time I remember years ago when people would say Virat Kohli is the next Sachin Tendulkar. And then I remember, I think it was somebody in my family saying that he's going to be the first Virat Kohli. And that's exactly what has happened. He's carved a niche for himself. But it's very important to remember the kind of records that he's gone on to score today. 13,000 ODI runs. Just quickly talk to us about that. And his journey as a cricketer as well in the ODI format has been brilliant.
Yes, a very good question again. But I tell you why he's doing so well, he's continuously doing it for year after year after year. It's because the guy's a machine. He trains so hard. This kind of physique that you're seeing of a 34-year-old man is not normal. This is a super athlete, and his age of 34 is like another person's 28. So never look at the age when it comes to Kohli because he's super fit. He's every day in the gym. He's training nonstop. He's running. He's got so much energy. This man, but you give yourself an opportunity to train and to prepare yourself so well, you're bound to perform well. And this is what he does. He actually trains so hard. And this is why year after year, you keep writing him off. He'll keep coming back because it's a machine. It's a guy who's so trained and he'll keep scoring runs. And he loves, I can tell you this, he loves proving people wrong. Every time somebody writes him off, you get some people like me come on the show. I've always been, as you know, I've always been a super Virat Kohli fan. But then you get a lot of other people who are allowed to air their views. They will say that I think he's finished. It's very difficult to write this person off because he's super fit. And he gives himself the best opportunity. When you're super fit, you give yourself the best opportunity to play at the highest level. And this is why he's so good. You cannot take away the fact that it's only because of this, mainly because of this reason that he's that good.
Right, and as you aptly put it, run machine for a reason. But Alan, before we conclude this quick conversation, I want to also point out is that the timing of these performances, let's also quickly have your perspective about KL Rahul with the fact that Virat and KL look so confident ahead of the ODI World Cup. Great news coming in.
It's excellent news, because even KL Rahul, the poor guy, he was captain of India. He was injured. And then he was, some people were doubting his ability. I mean, this is an outstanding cricketer. This is a cricketer who's done it for a lot of years. KL Rahul is fantastic. And if you look at his performance and if you look at his game, he's got the best game. And I'm telling you this as a cricketer. He and Rohit Sharma has got the most stylish game that you can see in Indian cricket. Virat Kohli is a run machine. But KL Rahul is an extremely stylish, very competitive, and extremely good cricketer. So to write this guy off was crazy. And at full marks, I want to actually praise the selectors for this. Ajit Agarkar, wonderful, and the rest of the team, Salil Ankula and the rest of the boys, wonderful to pick this guy. and not listen to the outside noise saying that he's coming back from an injury, he's not actually fit. This is class. Class is permanent, and KL Rahul is class. It's simple as that. So it's wonderful to see they're getting really geared up for the World Cup, because this batting practice that they keep getting and the rain comes, it's actually not bad news for Indian cricket, because these boys are getting batting practice against top-class bowling, and Pakistan is not getting that practice. So for the batsmen, this is actually a plus point, because all the Indian batsmen, the top order, is getting full batting practice against this Pakistan bowling side. So it's good news for Indian cricket in time for the World Cup.
Absolutely, Alan. Absolutely, and like you pointed out, form is temporary, but class is permanent, and seems like both of them have silenced their critics with what better than a great performance. But thank you very much, Alan, for joining us on the show and sharing with us your perspective as well. We're going to leave it at that. We're shifting our focus now to the other top development that we're tracking on Nation tonight. Amid the